Super fast. Nexus King Salhadaar. Split your group into left odds, evens right. Tanks get two different effects. A circle effect needs to be stacked onto the group that they're assigned to, where a cone effect needs to be faced away from the group. Both these require a cooldown to survive. Tanks swap every time one of these effects go off, and you can taunt while the effect is being channeled. The boss will not switch until it does the activated ability. All players need to be hit by 3 sets of the circle, or the boss needs to be burned to 50% HP before he finishes 6 sets of the circles. All players that do not get 3 of their debuffs removed from this effect will become mind controlled. Also, any player that dies from this phase becomes mind controlled. If you get blue claws on you, run out of the group and don't stand on anybody else that has the claws. Once the claws go out, immediately return back to the group. This will happen in sets of 2, so you're going to be running back when other players are running out. Don't get clawed. And don't touch the dragons around the outside of the room, they will kill you. Dragons fly around breathing blue beams around the arena. Dodge these as best you can. The tank soak circle is pretty big, so you should be able to dodge one of these blue beams even if you're trying to soak the tank effect. After 3 rotations, or 50% HP, the boss enters phase 2 and mounts his dragon. At the start of phase 2, he begins this big swirly blue effect. Get out of it and let him finish his cast. He'll mount up on his dragon, and then keep targeting the prince. Do not target the dragon unless you're the active tank. The active tank needs to face the dragon away from the group. Multiple players get these big blue circles on them. Run them to the outer edges of the arena as far away from the entrance as you can. And do not double stack them. Make sure you're not in anybody else's circle. You'll drop portals at these locations, and when the boss begins breathing, each of these portals also shoots out a dragon breath effect. Avoid these as best you can, they do move. When the breath finishes, split your groups into the left and right sides, and use your reshii wraps to go through the portals. Kill the ads on the other side, prioritizing the really big ad before he self-destructs. The Nexus princes there need to be interrupted, and they're going to do these triple beams that you need to rotate clockwise around the room, dodging the beams and making sure you don't die. Once all your ads are dead, teleport back to the main platform. When you get back to the platform, pick up the boss and face him away from the group. Keep avoiding claws and do as much damage as you can to the dragon. The boss is going to eventually jump off and begin channeling into the dragon. This is when you lust, the dragon takes 100% increased damage. At the end of the cast, the boss heals for how much health the dragon has remaining, so do as much damage to the dragon as you can, all the while evading claws and blue beams. At the end of this phase, the boss appears in the center of the room. He's going to create a set of clones around him and mark players with blue arrows. These players need to run out of the group and separate themselves as much as possible. These ghosts are going to slam down on you and leave a void zone at your location. This void zone will then begin pulsing out rings that you have to constantly avoid. And on heroic, these rings are going to move and it's just pure chaos. As these stars are going on, the boss will eventually point white arrows at different players. Point these white arrows towards the stars to destroy the stars. Detonating as many stars as you can is ideal. Keep rotating through putting out new stars, detonating stars, and dodging beams to kill the boss. Or don't, see if I care. If you want to know more, check out the full raid guide, or if you want the next boss, check that out right here. I'm Zesty Fresh, this is Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.